Well, morning. A little bit nippy. Well, the main thing is that great old wind has stopped. Yeah, I slept really well. A little bit cold in places, obviously with that wind as it was coming straight through there, and I was getting smoked out by that by that fire for a little bit, so I ended up stinking like a kipper. But yeah, absolutely beautiful out here today. It's almost mill pond. Well, it was mill pond, mirror-like out there earlier on, but there's a little bit of a wind coming up. Right, I've just started the fire. I just left over from last night's embers and stuff that was still in there. Just going to get the kettle on, get ourselves a nice cowboy coffee for this morning, and then we'll have a look at where we're going to head. So the plan is today, if we get the old map out, so we were going to head up to this archipelago up the top here, and you can see there's a fire pit just there, and that's where we were going to camp. But then obviously Friday, that means we've got quite a bit of a walk to do all the way back to where the car is. So we've got this campsite here by this lake, and you can see there's another wind shelter there, and then that will take us through this area here, which is the burn area. So there was a massive burn about 15 years ago, so it'd be interesting to walk through there, and then that will take us back to the car park. But we shall see how we go. It might be a case that we walk up to that archipelago, have a look at that, because we've got pretty much all day today. But what we do want to do is bag another campsite. Really, we don't want to be spending the, come finding like we had on the first night when there's 20 people camping in there. But we'll see. We'll have a coffee, we'll have something to eat, and then we'll decide what we're going to get up to. Right, well, a cup of coffee. Just get all the bits of cardamom out of it. Oh, it is still a little bit chilly, but nothing massive. But that call of that lake is calling me for a bit of a morning nature swim. It's just getting out of this warm stuff and getting into that cold stuff that is the transitional problem that I've got this morning. Well, I don't know whether this is mad dogs, an Englishman, but the lake temperature actually isn't too bad compared to the air temperature. Right, are we ready for my testicles in my throat? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Whoa! That's not bad. It's not too cold. Actually, it's freaking freezing. Oh, it's nice though. Whoa. What an amazing place. Right, let's go for a swim. That was absolutely amazing. I don't feel cold at all now. Just highly, highly invigorated. I'd say it was kicking around 10 degrees. That was definitely character building. But what a feeling to be, as nature intended, end of September, swimming in a lake in Sweden. I think we're going to get a really, really nice day of weather today. The sun's now coming up. You can just see it hitting the trees there. I think we're going to get a beautiful, beautiful day today. And what a fantastic trip this has been so far. It's been absolutely brilliant. I mean, okay, it's only, 3 nights and 4 days, but within those 3 nights and 4 days of experiences, you got a lifetime of memories just to look back at and just remember this little trip, So I do hope that you do sort of follow this sort of thing that I've done here and do some of it yourself. It's cost effective, and it's just the experience that you get out of it is amazing. Just to throw a small little bag on an aeroplane, pick up a hire car or public transport, whatever way you want to go, and get out here for a few days and do it. But come and visit this park. Like I say, it's easy accessible. It doesn't take long to get from Stockholm, whether you're in a hire car or public transport, and then you've got all of this here to play with. Right, I'm going to get my hair dried, get another coffee on the go and start packing up, I think. All right, some sardine paste. Even though it is a bit chilly, I'm taking my top off so I don't sweat so much. As they say, be bold and start cold. Get the old bag on. Oh, and already got the sun is coming out, as you can see, just behind us there. So it looks like it's going to be a nice day. And it pretty much is. Hardly a cloud in the sky. Right, onwards and upwards to the next one. So it's going to be, I think we got about, by the looks of that sign, about 2.5k until our junction, and then we're just going to see how we go today. So we've got plenty of time, but we do want to get to the next place to bag it before anyone else, but we don't want to be sitting around all day again today. So we're probably going to walk up to that campsite we were looking at the map on that archipelago there, have a look-see at that, and then come back further down just near to where the burn is in the park, and have a look at that one. There's a wind shelter again there. It'd be nice to sleep in that. It was quite nice sleeping in that last night. But an absolute beautiful morning. It's nearly as still as still. The sun's coming through the trees now, so I think we're going to get probably the best day of this little trip today. And yeah, so off we go. Alright, we'll just come off the main trail now, and we're on a smaller trail, which is not really a trail. It's not marked, so we're just following what we think is the trail underfoot and just using the GPS to see where we're going. But yeah, there's not a very defined trail, as you can see here. Well, first bit of civilization for a while. So we just got to walk down this road a tad just to connect to the next footpath. Right, so we're about 150 metres from a little fireplace and campsite here at a place called Lillestrøm. And it's overlooking the sea on one of the archipelagos here, because you've got all of the peninsulas and archipelagos that the sea connects to, and got all the fresh water coming off into it. So it can be quite brackish, but you can, you know, one day you can catch a pollock and a pike on the next cast, because the pike can really withstand the brackish water. But we should be here, I think it feels like more than 150 metres. Oh wow, look at this. Bag of jerky.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you very much. What have I got? Beef teriyaki in mine.
Okay.
Right, refueled. Time to make our way. So just got to go back up the road we came down, hit onto another trail, and then we're heading back further into the national park there, towards the burn. So I can't remember what it was, about 15, maybe even 20 years ago. There's a massive area of this park had a huge fire, and there's a big area of it in the centre that is called the burn area. And we're going to hike back through there tomorrow, I think. But we're going to head down to another little tarn there where there's a wind hut now. So just got to follow back down the road that we came from, and then break onto another trail and head down there. I've got the old knees out as the sun is out. And it's a beautiful day, so looking forward to getting back on the trail in this beautiful day that we've got today. Well, there we go. So off the road and back into the woods. And what a lovely place it is as well. Oh, Christ. Right, so this says we've got about 2.5k, which isn't too far. Kev's took the most dyslexic route possible. Lovely. So we're now entering part of the burn. You can see a lot of the trees down, and there are some signs of blackening and stuff. I think it was about 15 years ago, if I remember rightly. But this massive area, this area on the map here, was completely taken out. And obviously with a burn like that, what they'll do is they'll come in and they'll cut fire breaks into it as well to stop it spreading any further. But reading back there at that sign there, that there's trees that have they've cut them, you know, that are 200 years old, and they've looked through the roots or the trunk of the rings, and they got signs of like 20 different burns on them. But this is amazing. We're just coming up into we're sort of topping out in the park here now, just coming around the corner here and up this slab of granite. Oh, and you can see all the way around here all the bits of broken trees and the new life that is coming out. But what a fantastic view we've got up here. Right, onwards and upwards. Now I'm being really quiet here, because if you look just over here, I'm just going to flick the camera around just between the trees there. You can see a real wolf. How amazing is that? And here we go. tonight's home. You can just see the hut just behind there. Ah, here we be. Home for tonight.
Oh, Martin, I love it! I love it!
Well, someone is as happy as a pig in shit to be going in the water there. But what an absolute beautiful place to just bloom and jump off and jump in as nature wanted you to, huh? Beautiful day. Late October, late September. And it's absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, what a beautiful spot for this evening. Looking forward to this. Right, going to get my bed all set up and everything, and I'm probably going to have a swim and a wash as well. And maybe have a fresh change of pants as well, I think, for today. Might treat myself. Why am I doing this? Right, are we ready? Last swim in Sweden, 2024. Boom! Woo! Oh man! Right, so pretty much nearly set. So sleeping bag wise, so I've got, this is the Fjern Snarker, this one is. So this is it's only a 2-season bag, but I was a bit worried whether I'd be too cold in it, but it's actually been all right, to be honest. You know, it hasn't been massively cold. But yeah, I was just a bit concerned that that would not be good enough. And then I've just got the Thermarest Neo Air underneath, and my flex towel pillow, and then my down jacket I just roll up and that goes on the top there to give me full-on snoring capability when I'm laying on my back. Right, time to get some food. I think I've got a couple of tins of fish there. I'm just going to have a snazzle on. We've got a coffee on the go there, and sit back and just watch this absolute brilliant lake down here. There's a float plane just going over just in front of us there. It must be amazing to have one of those and just to land on the lake. Right, so camp's all set up. I've got my bedroom set up pretty much the same as what we did yesterday. Just done a few camp chores, so I've just balled up a load of water, so I've got some water to drink when we walk back back to the car tomorrow. I can't believe how quick it's gone, really. A couple of days out here, it's gone really quick. But this is an absolutely beautiful campsite that we've got here. Got the fire on, just drying off a few clothes that I've just washed and laundered so I can get them back on when we walk out tomorrow, and just having something to eat. So I've opened up one of the Arctic Field ration packs by Real Field Meal. So I've got that cranberry bar, and then I'm going to have the good old faithful nut butter and that solid piece of bread that resembles a roof tile in there. And then this evening, I'm going to have one of my favourites, which is the salmon and pasta there as well. So yeah, so that's basically it for the day. I'm just going to crack up and have a little nanny nap there. And what an absolute fantastic spot we've got here, overlooking this absolutely gorgeous lake. Right, well, nice little nanny nap anyway. I fell asleep pretty damn quick there for a couple of hours. Just brewed up a nice coffee. Just going to have this and wait for the rain. Just checked out on the forecast there. It looks like it's forecast to rain from about 1800 pretty much all through the night until about 6 a.m. And then we'll be packing up and making our way back to the motor tomorrow. It looks like we've got about 6k, 7k walk to do tomorrow. So hopefully there is sort of a window tomorrow that we'll be able to walk back without the rain by the time it then starts really raining at about 1500. So we need to be back at the car there by about 1500 tomorrow before we do a little bit of shopping, take all the goodies back home that I always take home, and then make our way back up to the airport there. Right, well, I guess you can hear that. It is absolutely hossing it down out there. We've got the fire going in front of us. We're nice and cozy inside this little hut inside here, and no wind, so there's no ingress of the water. So it's just nice just sitting here. So it's about 1900 at the moment. So we're just going to sit here, just chew the cud for a little bit, and we shall catch you in the morning.